Welcome back to Elden Ring. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get OP early after patch 1.03, and this is using a weapon that the current speedrunners are using. It's absolutely insane. It is not necessarily based around bleed damage. It is going to require a decent amount of progression, but you are not locked to having to be a specific level or take down bosses or anything like that. It's just going to be the exploration that's going to take you a long time. So the hardest part of this is going to be the amount of time you put into it to explore and get to the area you need to get to, and then also leveling up the weapon to make it even stronger. That is literally it. So starting at the first step, and just quickly before we do get any further into this, if you're not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do sub, turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. All support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support me further as a creator, then check out the links in the description, and let's get back to it. So from the first step, what you're going to do is make your way up north, and you're going to come across Gatefront. From Gatefront, make your way west and come up to Stormhill Shack. Then make your way along the northeast road. Make sure you stop off and grab the Site of Grace at Warmaster's Shack on your way. But come all the way along through Summonwater Village. And when you get to Kalim Ruins, what you are going to do is head east. And as soon as you get to the split in the terrain, you're going to jump across. By the time you've reached Gatefront, you will have your mount. But if you jump over this little gap here, make your way up, you are going to come to the Site of Grace known as Dragonbarrow West. If you're really early in the game, follow this main path east. And when you get down to the freestanding pillar here, you'll have the map fragment for the area. So right in front of this pillar, you will have the map fragment. But from here, basically what you do is you head south a little bit and you find the wall. So if I show you quickly, from Dragonbarrow West, which is down here, just past this tree, you'll make your way south through here. And what you're going to do is just drop down and then jump so you don't take full damage, or at least take a little bit if it doesn't let you jump if you try and do it too late. But you're going to make your way over to the fire wall and follow this east. Then when you are past this section, there are going to be dragons in the area. Go the right side of the wall and follow this wall, like hugging it on the right hand side. Follow it all the way along. So when you get to this section after the little break, just follow it all the way along, and you are going to come across Fort Faroth. Inside that fort, grab yourself the half of the medallion. Then from Gatefront, what you're going to do is follow the path all the way down here, come across this bridge, then you're going to come up, follow this path all the way around, you're going to come to the third Church of Marika, then make your way down until you get to Fort Height. Inside that fort, do your exploration. You are going to grab the other half of the medallion. So that is going to give you access to where we need to go. So from Gatefront, make your way up to Stormhill Shack. So from Stormhill Shack, you're going to make your way north. And what you're going to do is, instead of following the path all the way around to the castle, come off onto the dirt path here. Follow this all the way through until you get to the bridge and go to the very end of the bridge. So you'll see the bridge starting there. Make your way to the end of it. Then when you do get to the end, you want to drop down and follow this round to the left. Then as you come up into this passage here, follow this all the way through. It's basically going to lead you around the outside of the castle. You will get to Lake Facing Cliffs. From Lake Facing Cliffs, follow the path and make your way down to Liurnia Lake. And then from there, just traverse through the lake. It doesn't matter which way you go, but you're making your way up to here, around this section. So your Sites of Grace will be either the ravine and you hug the wall, come all the way around to the left underneath the broken bridge and round to here, or you can actually come from Gate Town North and just make your way all the way up until you get to the same area. It's around here. So I've decided to do it from Gatetown North. You'll see the broken bridge there. So on the right hand side of it, if you come into this little gap up here, I'll show you the exact location in a second, but you're going to see a spirit spring. So it's right here on your map. Use the spirit spring, jump up, and you are going to grab the Site of Grace that is the other side of this path. So right over here, grab this Site of Grace. This is East Raya Lucaria Gate. From here, you're going to make your way all the way up the main path. You might want to come a little bit off because there's going to be enemies and stuff around here. And just keep coming until you get to the Grand Lift of Dectus. Upon using the 2 halves of the medallion that we picked up, you can use the lift and it's going to bring you up into the Altus Plateau region. From here, you are going to have to make your way into the capital outskirts. Stick to the left-hand side of these stairs as you approach them, so the top end, to avoid the damage, and just keep strafing all the way up the stairs. And inside here, you'll get to the outer wall phantom tree. Follow that up and round until you get to the outer wall battleground. Keep going up the hill from there and through the gate, or the massive archway that's here. And you want to make your way out and then just follow the path all the way around until you get to the Bridge of Iniquity. From the Bridge of Iniquity, we are going to come back across the bridge. It's just the closest Site of Grace. We're going to come back across and you will see a ruins. So we go past the broken down caravan. And just up on the hill there, we have a ruins. So what we're going to do is explore the ruins. So when you get to Wraith Blood Ruins, it's this section that's on the, I'm going to say like the southeast side of the ruins. But make your way into here and come down these stairs. When you get to the bottom, you're going to have a fog wall. This is going to be the boss. So inside here, just be careful and dodge out of the way of all the attacks. Obviously, I am a higher level, but you can do this early. You've just got to be patient with this boss. So there we go, boss is down. And you will then break the fog wall on the back door. Inside there's going to be a chest. And in that chest, you are going to get the Bloody Hellis. So this Bloody Hellis is a heavy thrusting sword. You're going to need 16 strength, 17 arcane, and 19 dexterity to wield it. Later in the game, if you can get a silver tier mask, if you can get some like different talismans and stuff to boost it even further, that is amazing. Somber smithing stones are going to level this one up. So after obtaining the Bloody Hellis, if you make your way back to Warmaster's Shack, and when you are at Warmaster's Shack, you will have an NPC here, unless you have killed him and grabbed the Beast Champion armor. So if he's here, interact with him, go into his purchase tab. If not, from the lake facing cliffs, you will have unlocked the Roundtable Hold. So fast travel over there. At this stage, I do recommend having another weapon with you, something like a straight sword, anything like that, because what we're going to do is if we come through here and we go to the Twin Maiden Husks, if we take a look at Greyoll's Bell Bearing, this is going to open up the Warmaster's purchase like menu, shop, whatever you want to call it. And in here, for 800 runes, we are going to buy the Ash of War Warcry. So in order to apply Ashes of War, if you go to Gatefront and head into the ruins, when you get to this wall over here, if you just jump over it by jumping off your horse, come down into here. When you get into this room here, you're going to get an item called the Whetstone Knife. So when it comes to the Whetstone Knife, you don't actually have to do anything with it besides come to any Site of Grace in the game and you will see the Ashes of War tab. You can then go into there and apply an Ash of War to your weapon. So with my Lordsworn Straight Sword, I'm going to apply the Ash of War Warcry. So now I've got the Warcry on a straight sword and I've got the Bloody Hellis up to +9. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get a plus 24 straight sword or a plus 9 bloody hellis really early in the game, but you're going to be able to get the weapon, and you're going to be able to get the Ash of War that's going to build you up, and eventually after putting points, like putting runes into levels, you're going to become stronger. Putting somber smithing stones into leveling up the weapon, you're going to become even stronger. So it's something you start off with at a fairly low level and you build up over time. When you are setting this up, make sure that you have the bloody hellis in your left hand. So in this bottom section of weapons and armaments here. So even coming to somewhere like Waypoint Ruins, where there are giant trolls, the ones that walk the caravan, with a normal attack, if I just do a heavy attack, if this guy don't get in my way, so a normal heavy attack deals 708. Then if I switch over and I do the war cry, then I switch back and do a charged heavy attack, you'll see that I dealt 1800. So come over to this guy. I mean, it's unfortunate for the cavalry dude, but he shouldn't have got in my way. So you're going to be doing charged heavy attacks. It's all about the timing. You can't really do this with a standard heavy attack because you just can't get in for the ticks. So if I proc Warcry again, I know these are weak enemies, but you have to go in for the charged attack. And if you see that before you actually attack, you deal damage. So if we come up to Caria Manor, obviously you're probably not going to be this far, especially if you're doing this early game. But it's a really good example, because if I do the Warcry, then I switch over. If I charge a heavy attack, you'll see that I dealt 4160. So he pretty much got one-tapped. He got deleted from this game. And as I said, you can get this really early if you just do the exploration. It's not locked behind like boss kills and everything like that. You just need to make sure that you get your 2 halves of the medallion to access the Grand Lift of Dectus. Then it's just about exploring on your mount. Just nice and chill, get the weapon, level it up, get the Ash of War to go on your second weapon. And yeah, you can become incredibly powerful. You've just got to learn about how the weapon works when you are doing a charged heavy attack. So make sure you are really close to the enemy, because before you even actually do an attack, you're going to deal damage for basically running into them. And as you saw with that big guy, he got deleted. But what we're going to do is leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.